It began as a whisper in the void, a faint trembling shift in the cosmic balance. Astronomers called it impossible. Theologians called it divine wrath. The rest of us? We didn't have a name for it yet. Not until the tides turned violent, not until the birds fell silent, not until the world held its breath and watched as our pale guardian in the night sky began to fall. At first, it was just a flicker, a slight wobble in the moon's orbit, a deviation so minuscule that only the most sensitive instruments detected it. Scientists assured us it was nothing, a glitch in the data, a trick of the light. But then the anomalies piled up. The moon grew larger in the sky, not by much, but enough to unsettle. Enough to make children point upward with trembling fingers, enough to make the animals howl at nothing. And then, the silence. The ocean waves stilled, the wind died, as if the earth itself was holding its breath, waiting for the inevitable. Then came the night, it all changed. The moon hung low, swollen and red, its craters etched like scars against the deepening dark. And then, movement. A shudder, a lurch, the impossible became undeniable. The moon was no longer orbiting, it was descending, not toward us, not toward Earth, but toward the sun. Panic spread like a virus. Governments scrambled. Conspiracy theories ignited. Some claimed it was a sign, the end of days, the wrath of forgotten gods. Others whispered of alien intervention, of forces beyond our comprehension. But the truth? The truth was far more terrifying. Because the moon wasn't being pushed, it was being pulled. The sun was hungry. We watched in helpless horror as the moon's trajectory bent, as if caught in some invisible current, spiraling inward, faster and faster. The closer it got, the more the sun seemed to react. Solar flares erupted in strange, rhythmic pulses, like a heartbeat, like anticipation, and then impact. The collision was silent in the vacuum of space, but its echo reverberated through the cosmos. A flash brighter than 1,000 supernovas engulfed the sky. For a moment, day and night ceased to exist. The world was bathed in an eerie golden twilight, shadows stretching like grasping fingers. And then, darkness. The sun dimmed, not much, not enough for the untrained eye to notice, but the scientists saw it. The temperature dropped, just a fraction, just enough to make the hairs on your arms stand on end. The light changed. It was softer now, warmer, almost alive. And then the whispers started. Reports trickled in from observatories, from astronauts, from lone stargazers in the dead of night. The sun wasn't the same. Its surface rippled in ways that defied physics. Its corona twisted into shapes that shouldn't exist. And sometimes, just sometimes, if you stared too long, you could almost see something moving beneath the flames. Then the disappearances began. Not people, not yet, but signals. Radio waves, satellite transmissions. They would cut out abruptly, replaced by a sound, a deep, resonant hum, like a voice singing from the heart of a star. Those who heard it described it as beautiful, hypnotic, hungry, and then silence. The final transmission came from the last probe we sent to investigate. Its final image was blurred, distorted, but one thing was clear. The sun's surface was no longer just plasma and fire. There were shapes there. Structures, vast, impossible things shifting beneath the light. And in the center, where the moon had fallen, a darkness pulsed. A pupil, an eye, and then the probe was gone. Now, the nights are colder, the days are quieter, and if you stand very still, if you listen closely to the wind, you can almost hear it. The distant whispering call of something that has awakened. Something that has fed. The moon is gone, the sun has changed, and now it's looking at us. What happens when it gets hungry again?